What's up everyone, we're back with a different video today. There's been a lot of big talk about rumored 2021 sets for the end of this year. I know M&R Production, Solid Brick Studios made some videos, but I'm here today to make something a little bit different. Yes, I'm going to be talking about all the sets that they talked about, but I'm going to talk about them from cheapest to most expensive with a few added bits and pieces of my own. So, the cheapest set, the rumored set, for the end of 2021 is 75310, the Mandalore, Throne, and Volt. This is supposed to be another duel set between Darth Maul and Ahsoka Tano for $20, similar to the Battle on Mustafar between Anakin and Obi-Wan, and the Battle on Starkiller Base between Rey and Kylo Ren. I doubt that LEGO's going to redo printing on Ahsoka and Darth Maul, since we got an Ahsoka in the 2020 AAT, but it's going to be great to get a little Throne, and hopefully the Volt that they put Darth Maul in. Should be a really great set for $20. Next up at $30, we have an unknown set 75319. A lot of people are hoping this is going to be another Mega Battle Pack like the 501st Battle Pack, but I heard rumors there's not going to be any Battle Packs this year, so I'm curious to see what this ends up being. It could be a little play set, it could be another Mandalorian set, or it could be a Clone Wars set, which would also be great. Now at 75307, we have the Advent Calendar for $40. Nothing out of the ordinary here, I would expect. You're going to get some minifigs, some small builds. I'm hoping they do a theme with the Mandalorian. It'd be great to get the Mandalorian, maybe the child, maybe some other character in an Advent Calendar. That would be fantastic. Now another set at $40. This is set number 75311. We're talking about the Imperial Troop Transport. We saw a mini-scale version of this, I believe, in 2015 or 14 from Star Wars Rebels. But now we're getting a full-sized version for $40, and the figure selection looks pretty good, though a little bit disappointing. We're getting Cara Dune, 2 Stormtroopers, or Scout Bike Troopers. I would hope Biker Scout Troops, but we won't know until we get actual images. And then the really exciting minifig throw-in here is the Mortar Trooper that we saw in episode 6 of The Mandalorian. Should be really nice. Now I'm disappointed we don't get to see our blue friend in the set since he was there with Greef Karga and Cara Dune. And I'm not sure if it's Cara Dune or Greef Karga or both that's going to be in that set, but I can't imagine getting more than 4 or 5 minifigs in a $40 set. I'd be surprised if there's more than 4. Now at $50, we have the Slave 1, set number 75312. Now this falls in line with the mini-scale X-Wing and TIE Fighter set that we got already in the January wave. This is supposed to be a slightly larger Slave 1 than was included in the Cloud City Ultimate Collector Series set from a few years ago, but it's not supposed to be full-size like the 2018 model that we saw with the 20th anniversary sets. Now this is rumored to have only Boba Fett and Han Solo, and obviously Han Solo and Carbonite. I don't expect them to put new printing on Boba Fett for The Mandalorian. I think this is just a normal Episode 5 Boba Fett, nothing special. They're just going back to the original trilogy for a good old safe set like they always do. There is a little bit of conflicting info on the price here, because next up we have Darth Vader's Meditation Chambers, set number 75369. Now, it could be a $50 set, it could be a $60 set. I expect this to be another 18 plus set, and a similar kind of deal to the Bespin Duel set or the Nebulon B Frigate set, where it might have been at a LEGO convention. If that doesn't happen, it might be available on LEGO.com with a limited quantity, and I really hope it's not, because after the disaster of the Nebulon B Frigate and the Bespin Duel, nobody's going to be able to get a hold of this, and the only way to buy it is going to be overpriced from scalpers. I'm hoping it's a mass-produced, widely available set. I expect it to come with Darth Vader, an Imperial officer, maybe a Stormtrooper or 2, and if it only comes with 2 to 3 minifigs, I can't imagine them making it more than $50, since the Meditation Chamber isn't huge. Next up, we have a set that I've wanted, mainly because of the Clone Wars Season 7, and I'm so glad they're re-releasing it. The Mandalorian Starfighter for $60, set number 75326. I have no idea yet if it's going to be blue or red. It's going to come with Bo-Katan, a Mandalorian loyalist, so Mando in blue, and Gar Saxton. Now this information on the minifigs doesn't really help to tell if it's going to be blue or red, because either way there's a pilot for the ship. Let me know what your best guess is. I would hope it would be red since they already made a blue one, but you never know with LEGO. They still surprise us and not always in a good way. There's not going to be an $80 set in this wave. We're jumping up to $100 with set number 75314, the Bad Batch Shuttle, which everyone, including myself, is really hyped for because of the Bad Batch trailer. So we're going to be getting that show at the end of 2021, hopefully, if not 2022. Now this set is rumored to have all 5 members of the Bad Batch. That would be incredible because after the kind of hide and seek you had to play with the Knights of Ren, buying 4 or 5 sets to get all members of the Knights of Ren, getting all 5 members of the Bad Batch in one set, and it's their shuttle, that would be incredible. Also, since there is 5 minifigs, we can only assume that they're making Echo, which would be great. Now next, we're skipping up to $160 for set number 75315, Moff Gideon's Light Cruiser. Man, it's been a while, I feel like, since they've made a large kind of Star Destroyer cruiser kind of ship. The last one I can think of is the First Order Star Destroyer from The Last Jedi. Now we have seen Kylo Ren shuttle, but that's besides the point. It's time for another big cruiser ship. This is supposed to have Mando, the child, Moff Gideon, Cara Dune, Fennec, and a Dark Trooper. It will be so good to get a Dark Trooper. I'd really like to get more than one. I really hope that $30 set is some kind of like Mandalorian super pack with some Dark Troopers, but I highly doubt that's going to happen. I hope that they have a way to launch TIE Fighters out of Moff Gideon's Light Cruiser. That would be a great little play feature, even though a lot of people don't like the mini-scale TIE Fighters. But I really like the ones that came in the 2015 or 16 Imperial Assault Carrier set, coming in at $200, a set that we haven't seen since 2012. This is set number 75308, the UCS R2-D2. I don't really know, this set seems kind of random, but I guess it works in line since they made the buildable Dio last year, and they had BB-8 a few years ago. I thought we were going to be getting the Imperial Probe Droid as our 18 plus kind of buildable, displayable figure set, but getting an R2-D2 is cool. It might be some kind of May 4th thing, I'm not quite sure. I'm assuming they're going to improve the brick-built structure. Honestly, the 2012 one was pretty good, but I guess LEGO wants to clean up the boxy head, maybe make it a little bit smoother. I'm not really sure. It should be a pretty good remake, we'll just have to wait and see. Now the last two on this list, the most expensive sets, aren't quite confirmed. At $350, we have set number 75309, and everyone expects this to be the UCS Gunship, and honestly, yeah, I have no idea. I would expect it to be. I think LEGO's going to make a completely oversized UCS Gunship that comes with only 2 minifigs for $350, because that's how they do things. The Mos Eisley Cantina was $350. Why not make another $350 set that people are going to want? One of the newer bits of info that is in this video, which is the reason I made this, is it's rumored that the minifigs included in the gunship are going to be Mace Windu and kind of the red style clone with the red markings on him. I don't know, I don't have one of those clones, but he came in the 2013 gunship, and Mace Windu's been in a few sets now. I was really hoping for Jedi Bob. We haven't seen him since the original gunship, and it would just be great to see a new and updated Jedi Bob. And then also, LEGO has never accurately made the clone pilot helmets, and I was really hoping they do it for the gunship driver, which I was expecting them to include. Like other UCS sets, have you ever seen a UCS ship without the pilot? The UCS Hoth Speeder had a pilot. The UCS TIE Fighter had the pilot. I mean, I don't see why they wouldn't put a pilot to the ship that is the UCS ship. Like, well, it doesn't make sense to me. So I'd expect it to be the UCS Gunship at $350, but the minifigs at this point aren't looking too great. Now the last set, and probably the most anticipated set, is 75313, $800. The UCS Jar Jar Binks life-size, no, I'm just kidding. It should be some form of a UCS AT-AT. Now, there was rumors of a UCS Death Star 2, but I'm pretty sure at this point it's going to be the $800 AT-AT, which is going to be incredible in minifig scale. I'm excited to see how they made such a behemoth of a vehicle look good, because LEGO does a pretty good job most of the time. As far as minifigs go, I'd expect there to be at least one AT-AT driver, hopefully a new General Veers, and probably a Luke Skywalker, because that's kind of the classic throw-in minifig. In the new Microfighter set, it looks like Luke has a newly upgraded face with part of his jacket on his head, so when he has his helmet on, it looks like he's all bundled up. I'm curious to see if they continue that trend and maybe make him look a little bit better with his flight suit on from his snowspeeder, maybe add a bit more on the goggles or something, and then probably some snowtroopers, maybe a little speeder. It's a little bit odd that they're making another AT-AT right after the AT-AT they made at the end of 2020, which is the best one they've made by far, and now they're going to dwarf that one. I don't know, it might not be the best move, maybe it will encourage people to buy both, I really don't know. Thanks for watching this rumor video, I hope you found this helpful. I liked going down the list from cheapest to most expensive because as a person on a budget, I'd like to see how I can spend my money in the best way possible. If you're going to ask me what sets I'm going to get, I'm definitely going to get the Imperial Troop Transport, the Mandalorian Fighter, maybe Darth Vader's Meditation, and probably the Throne Room and Vault set just because it's going to be pretty cheap and there should be some fun little features in there. If you enjoyed, like the video, leave a comment down below to let me know what you think of this rumor video. Also, let me know if you think a life-size $800 Jar Binks would be cool, because honestly now that's stuck in my head. Oh man.